Welcome to the Roundhouse. I can't go further back to show you the whole thing because, as you can see, the site is pretty disgusting at the moment. This is the cleanest part of the MG site, and the Roundhouse was last used, I think, as a car showroom a few years ago. Once we get inside, you'll be able to see the scale, I think. The previous people put this white divider across, not exactly halfway, but we've probably got here in the reception foyer half of the available space, which is significant. There's a small room which I guess could be used for meetings, perhaps get a dozen people in around the table. And then if we go through the other side of this big partition, and basically I think all these walls are just sort of stud plasterboard. You'll see another way into the building. The building is open, and I think people probably come in at the moment and take what they can. But then you come into this area that's got perspex offices, office cubicles, little offices there. And then continuing around a whole quadrant here, which I guess could be used for coffee and that sort of thing, because here is a coffee bar, and you don't know it, but you can get through these panels at the back to a kitchen. And then quite a surprise when you come through this door here. You have around 100 seats here, and they're in good condition. So I guess you've got a church here, haven't you? Just in this space. So what looks to be really unimpressive from the outside has some interesting things on the inside. And we're thinking that if the building was right, we might be able to just start in here and then develop things further a little later on. And we're back out to the original, perhaps canteen area. And then we come back into the entrance foyer from the other side. So I guess the question is, how viable is the building? And that's why we have our architect, and hopefully this has given you just a little insight into what we've been looking at.